Hi students, once again I am back with another video. Today I am going to discuss the second part of the chapter The Hour of Truth by Percival Wilde. In the last session, almost all the important characters were introduced. The main characters in the play are Robert Baldwin, the head of the Baldwin family, Martha, his wife, John, his son, and Evie, his daughter. The family is going through a difficult situation. It is going through trying times because Robert Baldwin has been working as an employee in a bank owned by John Gresham. The bank crashes and John Gresham is arrested for misappropriating or swindling the funds of the depositors. Robert Baldwin loses his job. Heretofore, he has been earning $60 a week and his son earns $30. With that meager income, somehow they manage their livelihood. They have been leading a contented and happy life. But as the head of the family loses his job, the family has to depend on the $30 that John Gresham Baldwin earns a week. That means they are going through a precarious situation in their life. They are going through trying times. Robert Baldwin is the only witness against John Gresham, and the trial will take place in 24 hours. And Robert Baldwin will go to the court and will tell the truth. That means John Gresham will be punished. He will be sent to the prison. The family members are anxious and irritated because John Gresham, the owner of the bank, sent for Mr. Baldwin. John Gresham sent for Mr. Baldwin the previous day of the trial. They all know that he has sent him for making a request to tell a lie in favor of John Gresham in the court so that he would be able to save his skin. But Robert Baldwin is an honorable man, he is a noble man, he is honest and a morally upright person. Whatever happens, he will never tell a lie in his life. So the family members are irritated, they are annoyed and angry with John Gresham. They also feel annoyed when Mr. Gresham tried to bribe their father to tell a lie in the court, or to tell those 3 words in the court, "I don't remember." But they are really shocked and surprised when they realize that the bribe offered to him, the money offered to him, was so huge. John Gresham offered $100,000 to just utter those 3 words in the court, "I don't remember." Now the family members are tempted by this huge offer. This play also speaks about how human minds work in mysterious ways when they come across difficult times, or at the prospect of earning a huge amount of wealth. Human minds start working in mysterious ways. Heretofore, the family members have been virtuous and morally right. So far, they have been honest. But when they realized that Gresham offered $100,000 to Robert Baldwin to mention just those three words in the court. They are tempted by that huge offer. Now they start persuading Robert Baldwin to accept that huge amount by saying those three words in the court, I don't remember. Robert Baldwin is a honorable man. He says, I have got only a few years to live, and I will leave those as I live the rest of my life. I will go to my grave clean. That means he has led a honorable life so far, and he wants to die as a honorable man. He wants to go to his grave clean. He also says he would never utter those three words in the court. If he tried to utter those three words, I don't remember, those words would really shock him. His entire past would rise and strike him in the face. He was known as a honorable man, and now if he tried to speak those three words, the world would know him as he had been living a lie. He thought that the world would consider him as not an honorable man as he thought he was. When John Gresham offered that money, Robert Baldwin was very angry, and he outrightly refused to accept that money. Then John Gresham was not surprised. When he saw that John Gresham was not surprised, he was pleased, because it was a supreme compliment to his honesty. John Gresham has known Robert Baldwin for 35 years. Anyone who has known Robert Baldwin for 35 years doesn't expect him to haggle with his conscience. I have already told you, now the family is going through a difficult time. Now the family is going through trying times. They are going through a financial squeeze. And because of that, that huge amount of wealth now tempts all the members in the family. They want Robert Baldwin to accept that huge amount of wealth from Gresham. Now, all these members come up with different excuses. If he says it won't be awful to let him off, as Robert Baldwin is the only witness against John Gresham. Martha says it is not a right thing to send an old friend to the jail. She also says that all the members in the family are as morally upright and honest as Robert Baldwin. If all the members in the family do not consider it as a wrong thing, she says that Baldwin also should not take it as a dishonorable thing. He should help John Gresham save his skin by saying those three words in the court, I don't remember. John says, as nobody loses a cent, nobody wishes Gresham to be punished, Gresham to be jailed. It is just a technicality. He also says, it is not a pleasant thing for him if John Gresham is sent to prison because he is named after John Gresham. He says, it won't be far away from truth if he says those three words in the court, I don't remember. Because when he goes to the court, and when difficult and dangerous questions will be asked to him, Robert Baldwin has to depend upon his notes to give clear answers. So it is not altogether wrong to use those three words in the court, I don't remember. All the family members, they come up with some or other excuses and they try their level best to persuade Robert Baldwin to accept that huge offer made by John Gresham. Robert Baldwin says they are liars, shams, hypocrites, and thieves. He also finds himself not different from others. He says that they find their souls naked and their souls now stink to Almighty heaven. As the arguments go on, the maid enters the scene and announces that a gentleman comes to the house to see Mr. Robert Baldwin. They soon realize that the gentleman is Mr. Marshall, the president of a huge and prestigious bank in US, Third National. He enters the scene. He says that he has gone to meet John Gresham. John Gresham made a compliment to Mr. Baldwin. He told Mr. Marshall about the huge offer that he had made to Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Marshall knew that Robert Baldwin was so honest that he refused to accept that huge amount. John Gresham even recommended Robert Baldwin for a job in that prestigious bank called the Third National. So Marshall comes there and invites Robert Baldwin to come to Third National because he is offered a good job there. Towards the end of the play, we find that his honesty is abundantly repaid. At the end of the play, we find Robert Baldwin crying. He must have been crying for two specific reasons. He knows that his friend confessed because he did not want to go to the court with Robert Baldwin testifying against him. As he confessed, he would be punished and would be sent to prison. So he cries because his friend Gresham will be in the prison. He also sheds tears of joy in gratitude to God because he has been abundantly repaid for his honesty. He gets a good job in the Third National. So his virtue is, his honesty is rewarded in the end, and he sheds tears of joy. So towards the end of the play, we find that honesty is repaid abundantly, virtue is rewarded in the end. This is the essence of the play The Hour of Truth by Percival White. In the next session, we will discuss the theme of the play. We will go through the character sketches of the important characters in the play, the message of the play, and also some questions that may come in our examination. That's all for the day. Thank you.